Hey, everybody, welcome to Saturday Hockey Talk. I'm Rick. I'm your host. Um, it was game one today of the prospect showdown or showcase, depending on, I guess, how you've seen it reported, of what it's called. Um, Quick explanation for anybody that was expecting, because I had posted a show, I was going to do a live stream for the for game. I couldn't get the game. Everywhere I looked, I could not find it. And then at 25 after, I think, 25 after one, I finally got the stream on the Habs, I think Canadians.com. So, yeah, I had canceled. Anyway, tomorrow I know better. I know what to do. I know where to find it. So, going to do the game tomorrow, and hopefully, you guys will join for that. So, we're going to talk here about, camps opened up, rookie camps. And I imagine every single team now has played at least one prospect showdown game. So we'll talk about that. It was an interesting game today. It's weird when you don't have you don't have any play by play when you're watching a game, right? And it's quiet. So that's a little weird. It was a little something to get used to. Because also I had it on. I found it. It was the same thing. I found it on a feed, I guess, on Canadians.com, and the sound was screwed up. So I watched it like that for a while, and then I just said, let me open another window and do that again, and I got the sound. And, they announced the goals and the penalties and the end of the period. Weird. 30 so last minute of play, which is normal, and then 30 seconds to go, 10 seconds to go. Like, what? I've never heard that before. So, anyways, it was interesting. Habs lost, unfortunately, in a shootout, 4-3, because this one legitimately was tied after 3 periods, and they played a 5-minute overtime, and then went to the shootout. So that also caught me off guard. I guess I didn't realize they're doing a full 3 periods, which is what they did, a full 3 period game. So it was like long, much longer than I thought. So I'll be prepared for that tomorrow. It wasn't really today anyway. So, all right. So let's see who's here while I'm babbling away. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that. Also, I'm going to be doing a video about this topic that I'm going to talk about. And we're on the Pucking Around podcast on Monday. We're also going to be tackling this. So I thought if you guys would like, you can give your vote in this. And what it is the goalie tandem rankings. We're going to do the Eastern Conference on Monday. So we can try to get your consensus ranking for all the teams in each division. So if you want to do that, we can do that. And let's see who's here. Hey, Lucas. Oh, only Lucas. So if you're here, say hi in the chat. Let me know you're here. And hopefully you guys will take part when I'm doing if we're doing this thing. Let's see. You watched a bit of the game on RDS? Yeah, no, I watched, I think roughly, because you didn't see the time. They didn't show any of the time or anything. Roughly halfway through the first. That's what I would have to say. But I got to clean my glasses. They're a bit foggy. I don't know why. So just give me a sec. I know I look weird without them, right? All right, let's see. Yeah, the fog's cleared up. Hey, Joe. Joe from the future. Joe in Australia. How's it going there, Joe? Guru. Hey, Guru. How's it going? You missed the game due to being on at 3 a.m. That would be a really good reason why. I'm not sure if they're replaying it on Canadians.com. You can check. They might have a replay there for you. It was interesting. Habs goal scorers. Let me see. I know Tyler Thorpe got one. Engstrom got one. And Owen Beck got one. So, and Owen Beck's was the third goal. We were down 3-2. So he tied it up and allowed it to go to overtime. So it was interesting. Lane Hudson had an assist on the second goal, I think. He looked really good. Was second star of the game. But they kind of look like, a team thrown together and hasn't gelled at all, right? So, there's definitely room for improvement. Let's see. Been working a ton, says Lucas, starting at 5:45 a.m. But you are done early when you start that early. Yeah, I used to have a shift. I think I started at 3. I'm not sure if no, I had to get up at 3. I started at 5 in the morning. When I was working courier, a big company, I was filling in on a route. But I was done also by 3 in the afternoon. I was on my way home. Nice to, yeah. Gonna suck when you miss the end of the games during the season. Yeah. Yeah, but you got to start that early. It's going to suck. Have to admit. But, listen, that's the price you pay. Got to work. Watching hockey games instead of working is not going to help. Right? Hey, Phil, how's it going? Wonder Phil in the house. So, like I said, we'll talk about anything you want to know, anything you want to talk about in the game. I'm going to just give you, I guess, some impressions. One thing I didn't really like about, I'll wait for that. I found the Leafs prospects have the same attitude as the Leafs players. They were kind of, I'm not going to say dirty, but on the edge, I thought, a little inappropriately. Maybe I have a bias. I don't know. I still hate them. Oh, Joe, yeah, no, it's tough when when games are that. Well, afternoon games are not good for you, so we know that. Yeah, that's not fun for that. Okay, where was I? Who stood out for me? Definitely Owen Beck. Oh, geez, I'm trying to. I'm blanking. I thought Engstrom was good, but defensively, I thought he made some mistakes. Philip Machar underwhelmed me for some reason. Let's see. Owen Protz made a really bad move from behind the net, losing the puck to a Leaf player. Didn't lead to a goal. The goalie made a good save. Let's see. What else? I believe the Leafs got like 2 power play goals, so the PK wasn't great for them. Other than that, I mean, off the top of my head, there are a couple of big bodies there too. Tyler Thorpe's a big dude. Yeah, you can see it. And the goaltenders, I don't think either of them. I think one's an invite to camp, and I don't think either of them are gonna do much. But I mean, there were some good saves made, I have to say. Let's see. Sean Farrell looked okay there. Anyways, they looked a little rusty, but I think that's just having these guys all thrown together. Some of them haven't played together before and stuff like that. So overall, I thought a good job, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't know who's in the lineup tomorrow as opposed to today. So we'll see if Lane Hudson's in the lineup tomorrow. He may not be. So that might take a little bit out of out of people's the air out of the sails for tomorrow's game. We'll see. Anyway, I thought it was fun to watch hockey again. I probably will be kind of rusty tomorrow about I don't know how much play-by-play I'll do, especially when I'm not getting any sound. I don't know who all these guys are from their number, right? Some of them, I guess, I learned today, a couple of them, but not all of them. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. But we'll have fun watching the game, I would think. Yeah, and hopefully Montreal will actually beat Toronto because I don't want to lose 2 games in a row to Toronto. So there's that. It was a good crowd there, though. Lane Hudson commented on that. Impressive. He said probably the only city in the league where you're going to get, for this type of game, where you're going to get a full packed house like that. So that was interesting. I don't know if anybody here went to the game. I don't know. If you did, let me know in the chat. And if you want to talk about it, please, somebody say something in there. Otherwise, it's going to be a monologue. We'll get to maybe that's what you want. You guys want to get to ranking the goalie tandems? for the season. We can do that. What else did I prepare? Nothing else did I prepare because, well, I kind of did. Actually, I did want to say this. Nope, that's for a different show. Look at that. I got too many papers mixed up. That was for Monday. Yeah, so Monday, I guess I'll explain it better. Monday, we're doing Pucking Around podcast. As we do now, we're back from summer schedule, so every Monday, which you guys can see on Tuesday. And on Talking Habs, we're going to start 2 days or 3 days later. Going to post it on Talking Habs, so you guys can check it out. Yeah, so we're going to be doing this. I'm sorry, blank there for a sec. We're going to be doing this goalie tandem rankings. So 2 weeks in a row, we're going to do one conference each week, and we're going to rank the goalies. So from the Atlantic, well, you guys know the Atlantic Conference teams and the Metro Conference teams. I got the tandems, unless something changes in camp. And I imagine for one or two of these, it might happen. And an injuries could happen. Ray, don't bark now while I'm on here. She's not going to listen to me. Ray, no barking, Ray. Ray, no barking. Sometimes she listens to that. But basically, these are going to be the tandems. I've ranked initially my first ranking of Atlantic Division teams, but I don't know that I'm totally happy with it, so that might change. But we can go over this, and we can come to a consensus, and we'll put that in the pod. When it's my turn, I'll give my opinion, and then I'll give what the chat came to. So if you guys want to do that, let me know in the chat here now if you want to do that. And of all the 24 people that are here, with only a few talking to me, I hope everybody contributes with a guess or, well, not a guess, a ranking for all these teams. What I'll do is I'll read out all the tandems. We'll start with the Atlantic. So if you guys want to do that, just if you're shy, just put it like, I don't know if there's a thing with a hand. Like you must have an emoji. Put an emoji up there with a hand. Stan the Man says, do it. Do it. Do it. Starsky and Hutch. Do it. So we got one vote. Need a few votes. Oh, we lost people because people don't want to talk to me. Too shy. How can you be too shy in a chat? It's just a chat. I don't see your faces. So do people think I see them? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So we got one vote. 2 with Joe. Joe says, go for it. When we get to 5, if I get 5 votes, I'm going to do this. Can I get 5 votes? Come on. What's the tote board say? 2. No? Come on, peoples. I'm losing people as we're going. Hey, Aki, how's you doing? You'll throw in a vote for that? So I got 3. We need 2 more, but I'm a little busy at the moment trying to cook. Well, just, you can, well, we'll have to figure it out then. I'm not sure. Guru's number 4. Does it count for me? I'm number 5. We need 1 more. Come on, 1 more. Let's just follow the rules. It's cool to follow the rules. Can get 1 more. Can we get 1 more? Come on, Lucas. You will take the over. Joe, hey, Joe. You're very shy. I will have a representative post your vote. Oh, awesome. Joe's in, so we're going to do this. How will this work? I will read out all the teams and their tandems. Then I'll say 1 team, and then I'll give you a few seconds, right? So you got to rank them. And then when I say Toronto, and then you give me where you rank them, and we'll go through it, and we'll do it like that. Then we'll move on to the Metro. How's about that? All right. Everybody seems to be wanting this. All right. So I'll just take a little drink here. I will clear my throat. All right. We're going to start out with the Atlantic. We got Florida with Bobrovsky and Spencer Knight. I'm not sure if he's fully out of the program yet, but I'm sure he's going to be ready for the season. Toronto, we got Joseph Wall and Anthony Stolars. I only wrote their last names. So Toronto, Wall and Stolars. Buffalo, Luukkonen and Levi. So Luukkonen and Levi. Montreal, Monty and Primo. Tampa Bay, Vasilevsky and his backup Jonas Johansson. In Boston, we got Jeremy Swayman. Hopefully he'll be signing a contract for them. I don't hope it, but for them. And Eunice Corpusalo. So Swayman and Corpusalo in Boston. In Ottawa, Ullmark and Anton Forsberg. And in Detroit, we got Cam Talbot and Alex Lyon. I'll just repeat it quickly. Florida, Bobrovsky and Knight. Toronto, Wall and Stolars. Buffalo, Luukkonen and Levi. Montreal, Monty and Primo. Tampa Bay, Vasilevsky and Johansson. Boston, Swayman and Corpusalo. Ottawa, Ullmark and Forsberg. Detroit, Cam Talbot and Alex Lyon. So I'll give you a few minutes. I'll talk, I guess, for a few minutes, and then I'll start asking team. Just like you got like, it's, I'll give you a couple minutes because it could, you want to do it right. It didn't take me all that long to do this first ranking. I'm not 100% sure I'm happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not going to tell you because I'm doing a video. So I'm not going to tell you my rankings. Not here. I'm doing a video. It would kind of ruin the whole point of that. I mean, more people will watch than just you guys, but still. So I'm not going to do that. But we'll see what you guys have to say. I need a clock to go, right? I can't do the music. What kind of music was that from a game show? Like, really, Rick? What game shows did you watch? Tony says, hey, Tony, and hey, Jean, and Paul, if Boston is stuck with Corpusalo, oof. I have this weird feeling, though. He'll do okay. On a better team, he'll do okay. I just have this. But if Swayman is not signed, then oof. Apparently, they got a young kid in. It's not Gary Busey, but Busey. I think Brandon Busey, who's supposed to be pretty good. He's young, so I don't know if they'll go that way, but they'll have to, I imagine, if they can't sign Swayman in time. Can't throw in a vote for Boston until they actually sign Swayman. So I would say Tampa Bay if Vasilevsky is healthy. For what? No, we're not there yet. I'm going to do it individually, one team at a time. But yes, we can listen. They got to sign Swayman. So at some point he's going to be signed, right? So it's not like they're not trading him. Believe me, they're not trading him. They'll work it out, and I'm pretty sure they'll get it done by the time the season starts. I don't see them not. If you got Corpusalo and a rookie you're going to sign Swayman. All right. Hey there, Gislain. How's it going? Honestly, did you someone this afternoon who is NHL on the Canadian? Did I see someone this afternoon who is NHL on the Canadian team? No. I mean, there's guys that have played in the NHL a game or two, but it's a prospect game. Till you actually make the team as a full-time, you're not a prospect. I mean, you're a prospect. So I don't know what you're talking about. And that goes for Cowan and Minton. They're still prospects because they're not full-time. I think that's how it is. Hey, Bruce. Do I feel we'll be a playoff team this season? I do not. I mean, there's chances we could, but I don't feel that they will. I'm not going into the season thinking, yeah, they're going to be a playoff team. They have a chance, but that's how. Okay, let's get to this rankings. We're going to start with Detroit. Detroit has Cam Talbot and Alex Lyon, Where do you guys see Detroit's goalie tandem ranking in the Atlantic Division? Anywhere from 1st to 8th. One day I'll believe in you. What do you mean? I believe in who, yo? In you or the team? I totally believe in the team. Believe me, I believe in the team. It has nothing to do whether I believe in them or not. And actually, if you saw my season preview, how I think it's gonna happen is they're gonna miss the playoffs by a hair. I said by 2 points. So I don't know if I don't believe in them. All right, where are we? Joe says 5th for Detroit. So we got a vote for 5th. We got to come to a consensus, remember. So whichever is the majority. 5th for Stan, 6th for Tony, 7th for Lucas, 6th for Guru. So we're at 2 5ths, 2 6ths, and a 7th. Iser plan has failed. You got to think after this many years, right? And they're not, I don't think they're close to, they're definitely not close to being a cup contender. Never mind a playoff contender. Or I should say they're not even a playoff contender, let alone a cup contender. That's how it should have been. Detroit tandem AHL bound. No, you know what? Alex Lyon's not that bad, and neither is Cam Talbot. He's getting a little bit old, and Lyon is not that bad to say AHL bound. No, but I'm not going to tell you where I have him, but okay, we got some more votes here. Another 6th and a 7th. So 3 6ths and 2 7ths and 2 5ths. So far, 6 is leading. Got another 30 seconds. If you want to vote, get your vote in, and we're going to go with whatever the consensus is. Whichever position has the most votes. Yes, because we've been doing this series on Harry's channel, which I'm not sure if it's going to happen anymore. And it's about movie talk. So Harry's mad at me right now. And no, don't ask me why, because I'm not going to be telling you. Bruce says 5. So I think 5 and 6 are tied now. I didn't read the book, Bruce, but the movie I've seen many times. That D isn't that great in Detroit, says Tony. Detroit spikes with good play and then goes downhill. I mean, sure, if a lot of the teams that finished low have good starts to the season. Right now it's 3-way. There's 3 7s. All right. Jean breaks the tie with 5th. So we got 3 of each, and 3 6, 3 7s, 4 5s. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's not coming. With this tooth missing, it's hard to do that. So, maybe it's easier to do. I don't know. So we're gonna go with 5. I think 5's too high, personally. I'm not going to say where I have them, but I will say I think 5's too high. But right now, the consensus is 5. Tony, no, I get it. Right now, 5 is leading. And we're going soon. We're going to give it to 5. And just anybody going to break that? No, Lucas, I agree. I don't think they deserve 5, but it's a consensus. This is what happens when, we do it democratically. The leading vote gets it. Whoever, To be honest, Detroit, I would take it 5 like last year, but aging to 6. So are you giving it a 6 or did you vote already? Let's be honest. I don't want to have to scroll all the time, but so if you voted, don't vote twice. Gislaine did not vote yet, so 5 and 6 now leading the way. We got to break the tie. We need to break the tie. Next vote in breaks the tie, or if it's a 7, creates a worse tie. They're not top 4. There's no way they're top 4. Did someone say 4? No, I didn't see a 4. Come on, who's going to break the tie? Who's going to break the tie? We need one more vote to break the tie. Let's put it this way now, since we're at that point. It's now between 5 and 6. Let's break the tie between 5 and 6. We need somebody new, though, to break the tie. Joe says 6. Did Joe vote already? I don't think Joe voted. No. Just got to check. Joe did not vote, so we are going with 6th. We're going to have it at 6. So we got Detroit at 6th. Now you got to always remember, they're in 6th. Can't put another team in 6th going forward, right? All right. We're going to try Toronto. Toronto with Joseph Wall and Anthony Stolars. Oh, and Paul voted in at 6. So 6 really won there. Oh, just like, let's not go over the whole team. We're on to another team now. We're on to Toronto. Toronto with Wall and Stolars. Tony says 5. Tony says 5. So we got an opening bid at 5. Stan says 7th. Paul says 3rd. So we got a 5, a 7, and a 3. Let's go. Let's see. Everybody who voted before, come on in. Let's vote again. Toronto. Where does Toronto rank? We have Jean. I'm going to take a piece of paper, and I'm going to keep track of this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. Just give me a sec. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. We got a 5. We got a 7 and a 3. We got a 4, a 2, and a 5. A 4, 2, 5. 4, 2, 5. Another 5 and an 8. Another 5 and an 8. So far, 5 is leading the way with 3 votes. Everybody else got 1, except for 6 is out here, and 1 has nobody has 1. Gislaine says 3rd. We got 2 votes for 3. Gislaine, it's not where I've got. I have them higher up. Higher up in the rankings, right? It's not where I have them exactly, but it's my sentiments exactly. I don't want to say that they're, a good goalie tandem, but I think they are. I get it with Wall. It's a little unknown, but if I have to say, oh, do you like Wall? Yeah, I don't like he's a Leaf, but I think he's a good goalie. No, Wall hasn't played for. That's the unknown there. So we got any more votes coming in? So far, 5th, which quite frankly to me is a little low. John says 4. We got 2. We got 1 second, 2 thirds, 2 fourths, and 3 fifths, a 7th, and an 8th place. So right now, still 5th is in 1st. 5th is in 1st. What's he saying? I can't. No. Any more guesses coming? Or we're going with 5th for Toronto. Right now, Toronto's leading. I'll give it another minute, and we'll decide on we'll go with what we got. So if you're out there and you haven't given a vote yet, Toronto, Joseph Wall, Anthony Stolarz, where do they rank in the Eastern Conference for goalie tandems? Can't rank them 6 because 6 is already taken in this. I got to get, on Jeopardy, that sound, I got to get that. If I could get that, that'd be great. But I need one of those machines like Cam and Vogel on Don't Plug With Me. Both of them have one of those. I think my son has one, but it's not the kind of thing you loan. It's plugged in. You leave it that way. Another 4th from Aki. So we're tied. 4th and 5th are tied. If we end up tied, we'll try to break that tie by pleading for another vote at that point. But you can only vote once. And right now, 4th and 5th have 3 votes each. And only 3rd has a 2nd vote. Wall is maybe injury prone. You may be right, and he may be injury prone. I'm not sure. We don't know yet. We're going to find out, right? See if he can play all season or not. If he can't, Stolarz is a pretty good backup. But after that, I don't know what they've got. So I don't care. And the Habs fan in me says, yeah, Wall's going to get injured. But, neither here nor there. All right, looks like we got to break the tie of 4th and 5th. We need another vote. That is 1 for 4th or 1 for 5th to break the tie. Or what we'll do is I'll give 30 seconds to get the vote, or I'll break the tie. I won't give another, but I'll decide 4th or 5th. I'm the tie-breaking vote. It's like the vice president. No, I think, I think that's what it is, right? The vice president is a tie-breaking vote in the Senate in the U.S. So there you go. That's what it's like. It's another about 20 seconds. Where do you think I'm going to go? 5th or 4th? Where do you guys think I'm going to go? I think I've already said. 10 seconds to go. Nobody going to break the tie naturally, or do I have to break it? All right, I'm going to break the tie. And I've already said, Tony, did you vote yet? Yeah, I've already said that 5th is a little too low. So when I have only 4th as another option, we're going to have it go 4th. Personally, I have him higher than that. But that, I have to say, though, that is one of the teams where I said I wasn't 100% sure with that's the main team I'm not sure about is Toronto. So I'll tell you, because this is the only one I'm going to tell you, because I'm not sure. But I have them at 2nd. So I agree with Habs Guru. But I don't know. So we have them at 4th. So Toronto's at 4th for the consensus from the chat. All right, next team that we're going to go with is Buffalo. Buffalo. This is good. This is this will be like the whole show. We'll be doing this. Is fun. And you get into sort of in a video. All of you that were here will remember when you watch the video, hey, I voted for that. So Buffalo has Luukkonen, and he's apparently going to be the starter this season. Luukkonen, I don't know his first name. It's not Jesperi, but he is from Finland. And we got Devin Levi as the backup right now to start. Maybe starting in the AHL, but I think Levi will be the backup. So we're going to go with Luukkonen and Levi. Where do they rank? Can't rank them 4th or 6th. Cannot rank them 4th or 6th. Standeman is starting with 8th for Buffalo. Okay, we got 1 for 8th. Let's see. Guru goes with 4th, but we can't. Guru, you got to change it. Paul says 7th for Buffalo. So we got a 7th. Tony says 7th. We got another one. Tony with 7. Joe with 7. I have a feeling 7's going to win this one. Let's see. Where do I have them? Yeah, I don't have them as low as 7, personally. John has them at 7th. But don't let that sway you guys. I don't want my get to sway anybody. Also, don't want you to know because I'm doing a video. We got an 8th from Aki. Joe comes, the other Joe from Australia in the future. So Joe already knows the answer, so it might not be fair. No, I'm just joking. Joe's in Australia, so it's the next day there. Guru, 8th. Well, Guru, we agreed on the last one. We don't agree on this one. And maybe I have that one wrong too. I don't know. And maybe doing this, it'll help me go like, hey, I think I might have been really wrong on these picks I made, right? So we'll see. But this is fun. I'm liking this. I want to see, as opposed to what I have, how you guys are thinking. And to see how probably utterly fucking wrong I am. Except I think on the one I have for first. Other than that, I don't know. I'm probably wrong on all of them. I had to swear just one time. Show the video as we're voting. What video? I didn't do the video yet. I haven't finished the prep. I can't make a video without finishing the pre-production stuff. And the main part of the pre-production is the script. And that's what this would be, is the script. I got to finish it, dude. Best guess is tomorrow I will get some work done on that stuff and hopefully get all the pre-production done. If I do that, yeah, doing the voiceover probably Monday morning and then editing it. There you go. Because if you notice, I'm actually getting kind of prepared. At some point, my dentist will call and say, hey, we're ready to do the dentures. Or they've forgotten, and I'm going to have to call soon, I think in the new year, or if they haven't called me for that. At some point over the winter, they're getting done. So I'm getting used to doing a lot of voiceovers so you don't have to actually see what I'm going to look like without teeth for a while. At least 3 months without them. Should be fun. Let's get back to this. Shazlan says 5th for Buffalo. That's the first 5th. That's the first one that's not 7th or 8th. 7th has 5. 8th has 3. So right now 7th is winning, and 5th only has 1. So it looks like it's going to be 7th. I'm going to wait 30 more seconds. I don't think I'm going to have to do the tiebreaker over here for this. So yeah, looks like it's going to be 7th. Crazy how Buffalo has had good players and just can't make it work. Yeah, that team should be a good team, right? At least right there for the playoffs, if not in, right? They should be. And they're not. And every year they fall off, and I don't know. Matt's theory is the ownership, the Pagulas. They need to put proper NHL people in their place because they're kind of managing, and they shouldn't be. You need hockey people to run a hockey team. That's how I say it. Look, Jeff Molson, he doesn't run the team. He had a little more input with Bergevin maybe, but he doesn't now at all. He lets them run it, and they're doing a good job. Last time they missed the playoffs, you think this year or last year? Is that what you're saying, Shazlan? I just noticed that. All right, so we're going to go with 7th. So Buffalo, and I had them higher. So Buffalo's getting 7th. So the next team cannot be 4th, 6th, or 7th. So we got to remember that next team. Next team is going to be Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay with Vasilevsky and Johansson. Tampa Bay with Vasilevsky and Johansson. Geez, I'm trying to think of his damn name, first name, Vasilevsky. I don't use it anymore for so long. I don't remember it. I really don't remember his first name. I hate when that happens to me. Let's see. Matt says number 2. Let's see. Where did I had them? Yeah, you might be surprised where I am. Okay, so we got a number 2. Does that mean they're shit? No, that doesn't. We got Guru saying number 1. We got Joe saying number 2, so we got 2 votes for 2. Andre Vasil, thank you there, Stan, man. Appreciate that. I can stop thinking about it. Jean Melanson says 5th. No, did we use 5th? Nope. Yeah, that's more where I have them. So I'll just say that. Aki says 1. This is kind of like, how comedians, they go out and they write new material and then they go out and do small venues and sort of hone that material. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like that's what I'm doing here. I kind of prepared my and you guys are kind of honing me in on where maybe I should be. Yeah, that happens. All right, what did we get? We got a 5th, 4th from Gislain. 4th, you can't. Gislain, 4th is taken. Redo. Aki says 1st. Did I do Aki's 1st already? Why do I think I did? I did because I have 2 firsts. Stan says 2nd. John says 2nd. So we got 2 seconds and a 3rd there for Joe. All right, so the count is 2 firsts, 4 seconds, a 3rd, and a 5th. I know there's more votes out there, peoples. Or are there? Maybe there's not. Yeah, there should be 1 or 2 more votes out there. Gislain says 5th. So now we got 2 5ths for a 3rd, 4 seconds, and 2 firsts. And if we go by last vote, we had 5, 8, 9 votes. Here we got 9 votes. Are we at the end? Anybody? Paul's in there with a 5th. Way to go, Paul. Anybody else out there? I'll give it another 30 seconds. And right now, 2nd is winning by a vote. 2nd is winning by a vote. Sorry, got an itchy eye. That might be a weird way to, but I don't know. I just felt this finger was too big for the itch. How's that? That makes sense? I'm in a weird mood today. This morning really pissed me off when I could not early this afternoon, get that game. Till after, halfway through the 1st, I canceled the stream. The only good thing was I got to concentrate on the game and watch it, which I don't always get to when I'm doing a live stream, right? All right, I guess we're going to give it to... Jean gets in there with a 3rd. Doesn't change it, though. But, Jean, you already have 5th. You can't... Are you changing it from 5th to 3rd? It doesn't change anything right now, even if that happened. You got that? Yeah, I couldn't get it off Toronto. I looked there. I looked at the Habs on RDS. It said my subscription doesn't cover it, and I wasn't paying $20. So then all of a sudden, I went on I went on Canadians.com. I clicked on a link. It brought me to, it looked like the same page, English or French. I clicked on it, and I got the game. It was like, okay, bookmark that for tomorrow, because it'll be on the same place. And so I'm good for tomorrow. All right, we're going to call this one 2nd for Tampa. Tampa Bay gets a 2nd place ranking. All right, we've done 4. So we got 4th for Toronto, 7th for Buffalo, 2nd for Tampa, 6th for Detroit. We're going to move on to Let's do Montreal. Montreal. Do I have to tell you who the Montreal goalies are? I hope I don't have to. We'll move on to Montreal with Monty and Primo. Aiken, hey, welcome in. We're ranking the goalie tandems for the Eastern Conference teams. We're on the Atlantic Division. So we're looking for a ranking of, we're looking for Montreal's ranking, can't rank them second, fourth, sixth, or seventh because those are already taken. Seventh is taken. Stan, seventh is taken. Oh, my nose is itchy. Why is that? Not enough cocaine. I think that's it. And don't do any cocaine. It's too bad, but I don't. So, Stan, we need a new vote there. Paul has eighth for Montreal. Why am I not surprised? Oh, I wrote that in as that, like, that's going to be the ranking, Paul. Like, wow, Paul, I just gave you such power. Wow. Wrong piece of paper. So we got an eighth. We got, what else we got? Wait. Okay, wait. Eighth. Matt with a first. Okay. It's kind of the opposites. Stan the man with 8. Aiken, 8th. You dream of one. One of these days we may get there. John, 5th is already taken. No, 5th is not taken. Yes, 5th is fine. 5th for John. 3rd for Joe. Gislain's heart says 1, but his head says 8. And guess what? In my opinion, your heart and your head are both wrong. Now, listen, it's your opinion, and of course, you are allowed. Right now, 8th is winning by like a lot. Got 4 votes and 3 individual votes for the other rankings. Aki says 5th, Guru, and Joe also says, so we got 3 5ths coming in to tie it up. Well, but what your vote is 8th, so we got that locked in. 5th can happen. I have them more in the center. So right now, I'll read them to you. First, there's a 1 vote. 3rd, 1 vote. 4 votes for 5th, and 4 for 8th. That's where we're at, folks. I wish my nose would stop being itchy. That'd be nice. We'll give it another 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Anybody else want to get in on that? Where are you going to place Montreal's goalie tandem, ranking them in the Eastern Conference? No, in the Atlantic Division. Tony gets in there with a 3rd. Hey, Tony. That's 2 for 3rd. Got another 15 seconds to go. So right now, in 15 seconds, I'll give you 30 seconds after that to get a tiebreaker, and then I'll break the tie. Yeah, it's not allergies. I don't have allergies. Besides, it's like fall, early fall here. So, but my son has it. I don't have it. I don't know why. Sometimes I get on air and my nose gets itchy. Like it's embarrassing, but it's like my nose says, "Hey, we're gonna just make fun of you for the whole show." Aiken says, "Wait, how is Toronto before us?" That's how we got voted. Toronto is in 4th, but that's how the vote came out. It's a consensus. You rate the tandem before Toronto? I personally don't, but you can. But you weren't here for the Toronto vote, so nothing we can do. You gotta just put it behind you, buddy. Put it behind you. All right, so let's try to get a tiebreaker here. It's between 5th and 8th. So we need somebody who hasn't voted yet to vote either 5th or 8th. If not, and you can vote it whenever you want, even if you haven't voted yet. But if we can't get one, I'll break the tie. But we haven't gotten there yet. Just not there yet, but getting there. 20 seconds. Anybody yet hasn't voted yet? Want to vote? Either 5th or 8th to break the tie? We're going to leave this guy to break the tie. Now, I think you probably know from what I've said where I'm going, and maybe you just may be right. All right. So Ghislaine's right. I am going to put it at 5. So Montreal finishes 5th in this ranking. So just to recap, we have Tampa Bay at 2nd, Toronto at 4th, Montreal at 5th, Detroit at 6th, Buffalo at 7th. So up for grabs is what are we up for grabs? 1st, 3rd, and 8th. So we're going to close one of those spots up with Ottawa, Ullmark, and Anton Forsberg as his backup. Ottawa, Ullmark, and Forsberg. Where do they rank? Your options are only 1st, 3rd, or 8th. Those are your only options. We're not at Florida yet, Aiken. Okay, Matt has 8. Oh, let's do this right again. Matt has them at 8th. Yeah, it's just one vote, Rick. Guru 8th. Standman 8th. Paul Duffy 8th. Joe 8th. Okay, we're just gonna go with 8th. We can just make that easy. Okay, so Ottawa 8th. I don't really disagree. I may, but if I have them, if I don't have them at 8th, I have them near that. So we're left with Boston and Florida. We're gonna go with Boston. Is Boston 1st or 3rd? Boston. We're gonna get both of them here. So it's Boston and Florida. You can, if you want to go Boston. It doesn't matter. We'll go with Boston. If they're 1st or 3rd, the other one is the other. Long way to say that, but that's what I would meant. 3rd. Got 4 thirds for Boston so far. Wait, how many now? So that's easy. So we're done. Boston gets 3rd. And Florida gets 1st. So we're going to recap before we go on to Metro. And in the Metro, I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to say that I can't give away because I haven't done my rankings there. So to recap, got Florida 1st. We got Tampa Bay 2nd, Boston 3rd, Toronto 4th, Montreal 5th, Detroit 6th, Buffalo 7th, and Ottawa 8th. How you like that? We're good with that. That's our rankings. That'll get into our podcast on Monday when we record. These rankings from you guys are going to get in there. Let's move on to the Metro Division, and we have just enough time to do that before the show's over. Look at that. We're going to probably do 90 minutes here. All right. So Metro Division has Carolina, Columbus, New Jersey, Islanders, Rangers, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Washington. Okay, remember, one vote. Can't vote twice for a team, just one vote each person. We're going to start with, let's just reverse that. Give me a sec. All right, we're going to start with, since I haven't done them in any kind of ranking. See, the other ones I had done, so I just all over the place. I'll just go with how I have them written here because I don't have them in any particular order. Alphabetically, probably. Carolina. Carolina has Kochetkov, Peter Kochetkov, and Frederik Andersen Anderson, just to remind everybody, is 35, I believe. So he's getting old. I'm sure he's the backup. We've got Kochetkov and Anderson, if he's healthy. I'm sure to start the season, he probably will be. So Kochetkov and Anderson, Carolina, where do they rank? Aiken, don't jump ahead. I will give who we're voting on, and then you will rank them. Otherwise, come on down and run the show. I mean, is that what you want? Hey, Paul, we need your vote, man. Awesome, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. We'll see you soon. So, Standard has who? Carolina at 5. Carolina at 5. Did Craig Anderson retire? I believe so. Fred Anderson is hurt a lot. Matt has them at 4. Ghislain is also voting for Columbus. I have no idea why. I mean, yeah, I thought you figured how it was working the first one. Guru says 5. John says 4, and Joe says 5. So we got a 4, another 5. 5 has 3 as my pen runs out of gel. So you reach for the next one. What's next? Joe has 5th, and Ghislain says 4th. 5th has 4 now, and 4 has 3. So 5th is leading by 1 over 4th. I know we got more votes. Aiken has 5. So 5th has 5 votes now and in the lead. I know there's more votes out there, although we lost one with Peter. No, with Paul. Peter, Paul, or Mary, it's all the same, right? He's not here, so he can't argue back. I'm old, forgetful. What are you going to do? Tony says 6. Tony says 6 for Carolina. Remember, Kochetkov and Freddie Anderson. Carolina, where do they go? Jean says 2nd. So 1 vote for 2nd. Aiken says Rangers number 1 because Aiken has not gotten it yet. Simple instructions, Aiken. I say the team name, and then you vote for that team. All right. Any more votes? We have, there might not be. There's 10 votes. That's 10 votes. We're going to try to save some time here. And I believe we'll give it 20 seconds more. Are there any more votes out there for this, for Carolina? So far, got a 2nd, a 6th, a 3/4, and a 5/5. I think Aiken's just doing it for the laughs, yeah. That's okay. I fight fire with fire, man. I'm gonna crack you up too. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna crack you up too. I'll just start a new one. I don't like lighting up half ones. And listen, if I don't crack you up, I'll just sing. And if if that doesn't make you laugh, I don't know. No more votes. All right. 5th place for Carolina. Next team up, Columbus. Now you can give your Columbus Blue Jackets. Elvis Merzlikins, and from what I can tell, Daniel Tarasov. Merzlikins and Tarasov. I'm going to put it in here already what the vote's going to come out to, and we'll see if I'm right. Aiken, I am covering tomorrow's prospect game. Now I know how to get the game. I got a bookmark. Stream will go up tomorrow morning. 8, 8, 8, 8. 4 8s. If we get 2 more, you know where we're going. Another 8 from Gislain. 1 more, and it's in the books. It's already in the books. Just want to confirm it with 1 more. That one wasn't hard to do. And listen, I feel for Columbus. Right? I mean, you got to feel for Columbus. But I mean, that goalie tandem's not scaring anyone. We get a surprise 6 from John, but we get that last 8 from Guru, and I'm just going to call it at 8 because it is 8th, and that's how it's going to work. And yeah, so we're at 8th for Columbus. It's already in the books. Next up, New Jersey Devils. New Jersey Devils have 2 34-year-old goalies, I think. Either they're 34 or 35 as their starter and backup, and that would be Jacob Markstrom and Jake Allen. So Markstrom and Allen, they're both getting old, but that's your tandem. How do you see that? I see that personally as an improvement over what they had last year and how that worked out. We'll see if it does, if one of these guys has that big drop-off where, you know, the end is near. Or not. We'll have to see how that works out. All right. Stan leads off with... Oh. Yeah, okay. Stan the Man is the first one. So we got a 2. Hey, Doug, new person in. Welcome in, Doug. A 2 and a 2 and a 6. Hang on, I'll start with that. 2 2s and a 6. Gislain has number 2. And number 2 from Gislain, 2 from Jean. That sounded weird. Gislain has number 2. Okay. Another number 2. How many did I have? Yeah, okay. Joe with a 3rd. Joe with a 3rd. John with a 2nd, and the other Joe with a 3rd. The 2 Joes agree. Guru with 4. Guru with the only 4. And let's see, how does that leave us with... do we have a 6th in there? Yeah, we did. Okay. Wrong line there. Okay. We got 5 seconds, 2 thirds, a 4th, and a 6th. I can't say 6th because, it just doesn't come out right with the missing tooth. Number 2 is better than a number 3. Number 3 just means a number 1 and a number 2, man. Jethro. Hey, Jethro McSheepherder. How you doing, man? Love that name. Yeah, I would agree with that. I expect to be in the mix for I don't know how long. My prediction was just missing, finishing in 5th, just missing the playoffs. Okay, Aiken says Markstrom usually throw up a decent year with a garbage one. So I followed up. So I have them at a 6. Did you already make a guess to add that? Nope. No, your guess was 6, right, already. Yes. Almost had me there. Tony says 4 for New Jersey. So we have, that's our 10 from last time. Yeah, I think we got 10 votes in here. Is there another person who hasn't voted yet? We'll wait 30 seconds for that. Right now, 2nd is leading with 5. 3rd and 4th have 2 each. And 6th has 1. it looks like it's going to be second. As I said, I haven't done these yet, so I don't know that I want to give it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if I can find two that I like more. Hell no, maybe not, eh? Yeah, maybe you're right there. All right. 10 seconds. Going once. Going twice. Am I going to get a number 13 Caufield jersey now? Nope. Yeah, no, that is. We mentioned that before. We mentioned it before, the tragedy. But no, I'm not. It was a gift from Guru. I mean, no. Whit Wafer says, we got Michkov. You're that happy that you come in here to what? What's that for? You want to tell us how stupid we are for picking Reinbacher? All right. We'll come to second for New Jersey. All right. So just to update, New Jersey at second, Carolina at fifth, Columbus at eighth. So can't use those numbers for the next team. Next team is the Islanders. Islanders with Sorokin and Varlamov. Varlamov getting a little old now. Sorokin is not as old. So Sorokin and Varlamov on the island in New York. Where do they rank? Let's see. Aiken says, wait, I just lost that. Aiken says 2. Aiken has 2. Standman says 4. Oh, did we already have a second? No, you can't say 2. Second's out. So Aiken, you can't say second. It's picked already. Need another one. Doug says 4. So far, 2 4s. Gisant, third. John, fourth. Joe, fourth. Aiken, third. The other Joe, fourth. Are the 2 Joes the same person? Because you're voting. No, it's chosen. So we have 2 votes for third and 5 already for fourth. I can see where this is going. Hey, I can see where this is going. Jean says eighth is not available. 8th is already taken by Columbus. Guru says 4th. It's a 6th one for 4th. That is going to cement it for 4th, I believe. Wouldn't everybody agree? Tony says 2nd. It's already taken. Can't say 2nd. I think Joe and Joe are reading minds. Or you think he's stealing from you is what you're saying. Yeah, I guess it. Accused Joe stealing. Joe, stop stealing signals, man, or signs. We should trade Anderson and Columbus is 2nd back to Columbus for Olivier and Lindstrom. They're not trading Lindstrom. Okay, as long as you know how unrealistic that is, that's fine. Awesome, man. I mean, awesome. I hope for you. Sorokin bounced back from last season playoff. Should be able to. He's a seasoned veteran. Jean says first. Jean says first. That's a first vote for first. Tony says third. No, wait a second. You said second. No, you can't vote for third. You almost fooled me there. All right. That's 10 votes. I think we shot our load there. Okay, I'm going to call it 4th for the Islanders. Fourth team mentioned, and fourth is what they get. Next up, we go with the team that's going to come in first here, I bet you, and that's New York Rangers, Shesterkin, and I'm thinking it's going to be Jonathan Quick, right? Shesterkin and Quick. The Rangers, Shesterkin and Quick. I should say, does anybody not think they're in first? If so, that'll be quicker probably. Right? Stan the Man first. Joe first. Aiken first. Doug first. I answered for Aiken before he said it because I know he already said it. Anderson will be third or fourth line. He'll have to do what I don't know what will happen with him. We'll see. Gislain first. Joe first. John first. So consensus is, as I wrote already, first for the Rangers. Aki would first. Of course, everyone's going to say first here. Guru would first. All right. Next up is the Flyers. The Flyers with Samuel Urson. And, what's his? Fedotov. What's his first name? I don't know. Urson and Fedotov. Fedotov is still a rookie, I believe, Fedotov. I'm not sure how many games he played last year, but I believe he's still a rookie. So Philadelphia, you cannot put them in first, second, fourth, fifth, or eighth. So that leaves third, sixth, and seventh. So Stan says sixth for Philadelphia. Tony, we got the Rangers already. Sixth for Philadelphia. It's Anatoly Fedotov. Thank you there, Jethro. I appreciate it. Aiken says seventh. Jean says sixth. And Joe says seventh. Doug has them in sixth. And Joe, the other one, seventh. Of course, I could have written that in for you, Joe. Don't worry. Jethro says fifth for Philly. Fifth is taken. Can't say fifth. Got to come up with another one. Didn't you already vote? No? Why did I think you already did? But no, fifth is taken. Gislain, did I get your sixth already? I don't think so. Six for Gislain. Six has 4. Seventh has 3. Matt says 7. So we're tied 4 each. It's okay, Jethro. I realized you didn't vote. I got your vote. Well, you said fifth. Oh, you can't say fifth. I'm an idiot. Sixth. Yeah, I took you for sixth. No, I think I actually did I mark it? I'm not sure if I marked yours. I'm going to have to go over it after. Guru, 6. Okay, let me just see how many 5s. No, 6 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got your 6 already. I didn't count Tony's 7. I'm sure I did. But maybe I didn't. Let's go over it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I didn't count 2 7ths in there. So we got 6 7ths and 5 6ths. And I think we got all the votes. I don't think there's, anyways, 20 seconds to see if we can get another vote. But otherwise, 7th has it right now. So 7th for Philadelphia. Goaltending tandem. I personally think if you see the other two that you're going to regret that. I think 6th is the right one, but. Hell, now I don't know. Guru, did you make it a tie? I'm not doing good on this one. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. That's what I got. I underrated the Penguin. Maybe I did. All right, gone. Seventh for Philadelphia. Okay, to update, Rangers first, Devils second, don't have a third, Islanders fourth, Carolina fifth, don't have a sixth, and Flyers are seventh. So we need a third or sixth out of Pittsburgh. Tristan Jarry and Alex Nedeljkovic. Tristan Jarry, Alex Nedeljkovic. Now, I had Nedeljkovic, I don't know how you pronounce that, in fantasy a couple times, and I don't know. He was underwhelming. So Pittsburgh, where does Pittsburgh, and by extension, we'll get Washington. Washington has Lindgren, our ex-goalie Charlie Lindgren, and Logan Thompson. So Pittsburgh, Jarry and Nedeljkovic, Washington, Lindgren, and Logan Thompson. But we're voting on Pittsburgh right now, and Washington will get whatever's left over. And that is between third and sixth. Stan has third. Aiken third. Joe third. John third. The other Joe third. Just that. Well, what are you doing here? So sixth. Pittsburgh sixth for versus now we got 1/6. Everything else is third. Jean can't take 5. 5's taken a while back. First one we did was 5th. Only 3rd and 6th. Tony has 6th. Oh, we got a couple of 6s in there now. Well, what is it? 5 thirds to 2 6ths. That has third for Pittsburgh, so that's 6 thirds, which is going to seal it from what I think as far as how many votes are in here right now. And I think that's, between these two teams and these 4 goalies, I think Pittsburgh 3rd and Washington 6th. Aiken, by the same token, Charlie Lindgren as the starter. We'll see how that works for him. I don't wish him bad, but I don't know either of these goalies will hold up as a starter. So it'll probably be 1A, 1B, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I would have Washington low. So I think we're gonna the consensus is 3rd for Pittsburgh and 6th for Washington. See, personally, I would have Philadelphia 6th. Now, you know what? Maybe you guys are right. 7th. Fedotov is very unproven. I like Urson over there, but Fedotov, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so maybe we got it right there. All right, recap. Rangers 1st. Devils 2nd. Pittsburgh 3rd. Islanders 4th. Maybe that should have been reversed there. Carolina 5th, Washington 6th, Philadelphia 7th, and rounding it out, Columbus 8th. There you go. So those we'll all get into the podcast on Monday. So look for that. And you got to find that. Either you go to the other channel. And link is in all my descriptions, by the way, for the other channel. You'll get that there Tuesday. But you'll get it on Talking Habs on Thursday or Friday. So you can wait for it if you want. But we could use people going over there and watching it too. So, but it's up to you guys. Fedotov also uses an unconventional style. I think I saw him in one game last year. I think he played against Montreal in one game. The game that we creamed them. No? Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen them enough to really know or to remember, I guess. So awesome. So that's going to be good. So you guys, hopefully that'll give you incentive to watch the podcast to see how everybody else and how I am voting on this and to see how we all do. I think there's going to be, there might be 4 of us only on Monday. Usually we're 5 or 6 now since we added in, although we might have lost somebody. So was it 9-3? Was that the game? I don't remember what the score was, but we kicked their ass. Yeah, Urson was in, and then Fedotov came in to relieve him. I think that's how it worked out. And he was good at first, and then he let in a goal, and he let in a few after that. Was that the Slavkovsky? That came out well. Slavkovsky hat trick. Yeah, I remember that game. That was a fun game, though. It made it more fun because Alex on the other channel, one of the co-hosts, is a Flyers fan. So we got to really. He was not happy that night. And we got to rub it in a little bit. All right. I see by the clock it's 1 hour and 21 minutes. That's a special number for me for some reason. I know the reason. One of my first jobs was my first career job. My number was 121. So that's why 120. So I'm going to call in right here because it's over. Just as BL comes in. Look at that. Like the ad says, that way is with 1D, by the way. It turns out Americans still don't know shit about hockey. Now, I'm just curious before we go, why you say that in this case here. Was there something in the stream tonight, or? Oh, I forgot something. So we're brought to you tonight, and I shouldn't say I want to get paid. So we're brought to you by a new sponsor, and it's very interesting. And you know me, I love Dr. Seuss, right? And I've talked about it many times. When I write poetry, I'm always thinking of him, and I try to write in that same cadence. So we're brought to you tonight by a very special new book by Dr. Seuss. It is called They're Eating the Dogs, They're Eating the Cats. So please check that out. And hey, if you find it on your bookshelf bookstore shelves. That's how you say it. Yeah, please pick that up, and hopefully I'll get paid for that. So check that out, and I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing this, and we'll do this next week again for the other conference. Next Saturday, we'll try to do this again. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's what. I'm glad somebody got that, and so 2 people at least. More than that. Awesome. Yeah. So everybody, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow afternoon to do the game at 1, and I will not be cutting that, canceling that. I'll get the game this time, and we'll have fun with that. And what else I got going tomorrow? No, that's it for tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Have a great night. And until next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. As I always say. And it is Saturday night, only 9:23. Go out and get in some trouble. Why not? Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Ciao, everybody.